hustle, focus, and discipline. Today, I want to talk about the millionaire janitor. And not just one millionaire janitor, there's several millionaire janitors. There's several minimum wage earners who became millionaires within their lifetime. I was just recently reading an article about, I believe his name is Richard Reed. He amassed $8 million in his lifetime working as a janitor, living a frugal lifestyle, just living below his means, and investing in big name blue chip stocks, companies with businesses that he understood. Something I always preach, the typical companies that you would see in the Dow Jones industrial average of the 30, some of the 30 of the most successful and highly capitalized big name brand companies in the world. That's the Dow Jones industrial average. Just kept socking money away every month, living below his means. And if you Google in your search engine, millionaire janitor, if you type the millionaire janitor, whichever search engine you use, Google, Bing, Microsoft Edge, whatever, you'll find stories of several millionaire janitors. A parking lot attendant might pop up who became rich or became very financially secure. Lots of stories of low wage earners, basically minimum wage earners, who became millionaires and through investing in the stock market. They had the option to retire very comfortably. And it's just a motivational, these stories are very motivational, because if they can do it, anyone can do it. Most people in America are going to make way more than minimum wage. And it lets us know that there are no excuses. There are no excuses to not become financially free. There's no excuse not to obtain financial independence within your lifetime. If it's something you want, if it's something that's a very clear, precise goal in your life. Most people don't believe it, that they can become rich outside of winning the lottery. So these stories are inspirational, and not even just for becoming wealthy. These stories are inspirational for life in general. Whatever you want to achieve, whether it's to become a millionaire, whether it's to achieve some personal goals, to become the top of a certain profession, that's your passion, whatever goal you have, it's achievable. You have to believe, you have to stay focused, you have to put in the work, you have to hustle, you have to grind, and you have to be disciplined and do what you know you have to do, even when you don't feel like it sometimes. But all things are possible. I mean, if a janitor, not just one, if several janitors can become millionaires, Anything is possible with focus and determination and the never quit, never give up attitude. Anything is possible. So don't let television fool you. The images on TV that the typical millionaire is this flashy, ultra talented singer or athlete or musician or super aggressive business person or lucky entrepreneur. No, that's not the typical millionaire. The typical millionaire is the average, everyday, mediocre person who just decided to make it happen and had a extraordinary focus and drive and goal, and they made it happen. They made financial freedom a reality. I even read about someone who became a millionaire from cutting grass his whole life. I believe the gentleman was in his 50s, and he became a millionaire. He was being interviewed, and they said, "How'd you become a millionaire?" Well, I cut grass all my life. Had a landscape and lawn cutting business. He wasn't some extraordinarily talented person mentally or physically. He just wanted to live a frugal lifestyle and was smart with his money. Nobody has to live check to check. It's a shame when I read about people, and I've known people who make six figures, 100,000, 200,000 a year, and they still live paycheck to paycheck. They they miss one or two paychecks, and it's a crisis. It's a crisis in their life. Most Americans, I believe, they have less than $1,000 in savings. An average person in America makes around 55, 60,000 a year, but the average person has less than around $1,000 saved, and I believe less than 20,000 in their retirement accounts. So let's let the millionaire janitors be a beacon of inspiration to all of us. Despite any trials, tribulations, obstacles that may present themselves, we can all overcome and achieve any goal, personal goals, financial goals. All things are possible. The millionaire janitor Richard Reed, he invested in big name brand blue chip dividend paying stocks that went up over the long run, and he consistently dollar cost averaged into them every month. Whether you can afford 5, 10, 20, eventually you can get up to 40, 50% of your income savings and investing 40 to 50% of your income. But if you can't do it at first, start off with 5%. Start off with at least do 10%. Everyone can at least put 10% away for investments if they really, really wanted to. Everyone can do that. These airports are full every day of middle class people, many poor people getting on those airplanes, going to Cancun, going on cruises, so going to Disney World. The malls are filled every weekend in every major city in America with middle class and poor people. Well, those are really one and the same. Middle class is just one paycheck away from poor. So it's really no more. I don't really like the word middle class, but anyway. People can afford to go to the malls. They can afford to go to Cancun and Disney World. Everyone, it's all about priorities. Everyone can afford to put away at least 10% aside for investments. So, hey, stay focused, stay motivated, get rich. And every single day, do something to get closer to your dreams.